So we have the VFD connected up to the spindle, the correct colours, the correct wiring, but still do not start the spindle up, because now you have to go through the parameters or set the parameters in the VFD to this motor and your voltage in your shop, and most importantly there are specific parameters and values that are particular to your spindle. Now this is the manual that goes with the VFD, and it is very complex. So what I intend to do is show you what I set my VFD up for my purposes here. If you are not totally sure of what you are doing, I advise you to get an electrician in to do this for you. When you get your VFD and you start reading your little booklet, it may become quite confusing to you. So I'm going to short circuit some of the process, and I will tell you that the first function you must change is a function number, in my case, F005, because F005 is the maximum frequency permissible for your motor, and in this case it is 400 Hertz. You need to put that figure into your VFD in 4 separate places. But until you alter the maximum permissible output of frequency, you are unable to alter any of the other 3. So we're going to do that right now. So the first registry we're going to change is 005. This at the moment is set at the output frequency of 50 Hertz. So we need to go into set. We need to go into, now registry 0. If I change that 0 to a 1, that would lock the panel so you couldn't change anything. So I advise doing that at the end of this process. Okay, so here we are in registry 5, and it's set at 50 Hertz. So we're going to come over. Now with this one, what you need to do is scroll up until you get to 10. Then you can come across and then go up to 400 Hertz. Just notice where the decimal point is and notice that you are on Hertz. Set. Okay. Let's go back and check, and it's set at 400 Hertz. Set. So now we're going to go back down the registry to 003. Set. And it's the same process for this. Over, 10, over, and 400, set. End. Number 4, or registry 4, we do the same here, set, come over, up, 10, over, and 4, and set. So what I'm going to do now is go down the registry to 3, and we're going to check 400 Hertz. It's okay, come out of that. 4, registry 4, check 400 Hertz. Registry 5, check that, 400 Hertz, and come out. The next registry we need to come to now is 7. That needs to be set at 0.5, and this is a factory setting. Now the next one is a very important one, so we'll come out of that, is 0.8, registry 8. Now this is the motor voltage. The motor voltage will be on your motor. So we're going to look at that, and that is set for, that's set for 3-phase. Now if I just started this motor up, we could have ruined the motor. So this needs to be altered to 220, which is on the motor label. So we're going to come across, alter that one to 2, come across, alter that one to 2, so that's 220 volt, and set. Now we're going to check that again, because this is very important. You could blow your motor up, or the VFD, or both. 220 volt. Okay, so we're going to go out of that to 9. Now this one, let's go in and have a look. 13.5. That's okay. Let me just check the booklet myself. This is what's commonly known as the intermediate voltage. And this is set for the torque curve. It's all very complex, but let me see. This is, oh, and there again, if you leave it too long, it will come out of. So let's go back in. In actual fact, if you've noticed, Hertz, and this is outward going Hertz, so I know that this is set on maximum, and you'll also notice that if you leave it too long, it will go all the way back to the beginning. So we're going to turn that right the way down to about 50 Hertz. Around about 50 Hertz, which is about 3,000 RPM, because this is a air-cooled unit, and if I accidentally turn the motor on, I'll want it to actually be turning at a reasonable speed, so the fan is actually conducting some cooling, or a decent amount of cooling. Okay, so we'll go back into here we go, we'll go straight back into 9, which is where we want to be, and we're going to set. I'm just checking on the booklet to see if this is correct or not. I'm changing my glasses. 13.5, that's actually probably fair. I could probably take that up to about 15, but I'm going to leave it there. It's a factory setting, and we will maybe alter that later on down the track when we get it running. So I've timed out again. 9. Okay. Item 10 is, let's see, minimum voltage. Oh, let's have a look, see what that's going to be. 5. That's probably okay as well. 11. Okay, lowest frequency. Lowest frequency. I think that can be lowest frequency. Let's have a look, see what it said. It's not set at anything. Okay, so what this is we're going to set the frequency for the lowest RPM when you switch it on. Now I like to be about, let me see, that could probably be 6,000 RPM, might be a little much. Hang on, let's alter this to say somewhere in the region of 60 possibly, and that's about 3,000 RPM, something like that. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to get my calculator and work it out. Okay, so I'm going to set this for around about 5,000 RPM, which is approximately 80 Hertz. So we're going to come over to here. Okay, so that's the minimum amount of Hertz that this will supply to the motor. Set, end. So we're going to go back and check. Yep, it's set. And 12. Don't need to worry about 12. Now, okay, 12. 12 you don't need to worry about. That's the factory setting. 13. Now, if you alter this one, this is the one that will actually, if I put 08 in here, if I put 08 there, it would revert back to the factory settings. But we'll come out of that. Now we'll have a look at 15. That is the time in seconds that it's going to take to ramp up to speed. And that's a factory setting. I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay, 16. Now we can go all the way up to 23. That's another important one. So we're going to, a quick way of getting there is by going 3 over, going 20, set. So I'm at 23. Now, okay, so this is, I'm going to now disable this function of reverse. I never use reverse, so I'm going to disable that. So I'm going to go down to 0 and set. We don't need it to go turn in reverse. Stop key value. Let's have a look at this. That's okay. That's a factory setting. 25. We're not worried about 25. 26 is 0. That's correct. That's a factory setting. So now we're going all the way up to now we're going to go all the way up to 44. Oh. Enter. And that should be 2. There's 2 poles in the motor, that's correct. Because it was set at 380 volt, I just have to run through this to make sure that everything else is okay. And the next one to go to is, okay, I'm going to set this one. Now I'm going to go all the way up to 72. 72. So, you know, a lot of these you don't have to touch. So here we go, 72. Set. Now this needs to be set at, this is again 400 Hertz. Okay, set. Let me see, there's just a couple here I just want to have a quick look at because this was set wrong, and that is 74 is 0, correct. 75 is 0, correct. 76, 0 is correct. So I'm reading the booklet at the same time here. Okay, we're going to go all the way up now to 141. So we'll change this to a 1, 40, 1, set to 20 volt. Now that is automatically changed. When I changed the voltage from 380 way back down in the menu earlier on, this is automatically changed. So that's good. So that's okay. So 42, 40, 42. This is the maximum ampage. Ooh, that's wrong. That should, now let me have a look, see what's on the motor plate. The motor plate advises 8.5 amps. So we're going to put 5 here. See, now we could have caused damage. And we're going to go 0. And we're going to go 8.5. That's what's on the rating plate of the motor, so we're going to set that. And the next one, it should be 2. Now that should be 2. Set. (144). Minimum rotation. Let's have a look. What's that set at? Oh, that's way too low. So I'm going to come across here. 0. Cross again. For this motor, it's too low. 1, 2. I think 3000 RPM is the minimum it should ever go. I'm going to set that. Okay, so 45. Let's check. This is a factory setting that I'm sort of happy with, I think. This one, I'm going to leave that one as it is because it appears to be correct from my information that I have. Okay, so now we have the basic setup for running the spindle motor via the VFD. So I suppose we'll give it a test run now. I'll just bring you into the spindle because that's about all you can see, I think. Okay, so that's the minimum setting of 5000 RPM. It's very quiet. Here we go. Okay, so I just want to impress on you that this video of setting up a VFD, connecting a VFD up to a three-phase spindle motor is a guideline. The spindle motor and the VFD combination that you purchase may be different, but what I have found is to set the VFD up is pretty well across the board. No matter who the manufacturer is, they're pretty well the same. The registry appears to be the same, at least the ones that I have dealt with. But it always pays to consult with a qualified electrician or electronic engineer, whoever you choose, in your region. Of course, these combinations can be purchased for 110 volt as well, but I would suggest go 220, as that's I think in the States you are quite able to get 220 in your workshop. They're easier to come by, and I hope this video has been a help to you. So if it has, please press like and subscribe. And just a reminder, I will put a spreadsheet on Patron with all the alterations that I have made for my unit. If you have the same one, well, it'll probably be the same, but you need to consult your booklet. If you sit down with it, it can get quite complex, but I've sort of tried to narrow things down to the things that matter. And I've got someone chopping wood in the background. Sorry about that. So if you'd like to support this channel, you could become a patron, and eventually when I finish drawing things up, drawing this whole machine up in Fusion 360, I will put them on my Patron pages for all you patrons that are interested in building this same unit or your take on it. Throughout this build, I have made this with hand tools only, really. I think with the exception of one part that I actually cut a hole with my small CNC machine. I think it was on the plates, the mounting plates for the stepper motors. That's the only thing that I've done with the CNC, because I was at a time of day where I couldn't get a new hole saw. So I was a bit stuck, so I just did it with the CNC machine. Anyway, the next process or next video will be connecting up all the stepper motors and the limit switches to the Mach 3 board, connecting it onto the computer, and connecting the VFD up onto the Mach 3 board as well, because at the moment I've got it working on the speed control on the actual unit itself, which is fine. And I hope you'll join me. And I think I'm going to make another dedicated video just on Mach 3 and the settings in Mach 3, and even setting up the limit switches and the motors. A lot of people are asking me about the speed of which the axes move to go to the home switch. Can they be altered? Well, yes, they can, and I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you about the rebound, how far they come off the limit switches and how to alter all that. There's quite a lot in it, so that's why I'm going to do a separate video for the Mach 3 setup. Okay, don't forget, if you'd like to become a patron to this channel, because it is the patrons behind this channel that, you know, allow me to do this type of work and bring it to you. So, you know, if you'd like to become a patron, please go along and have a look. So it's bye for now.